on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not puzzle making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just why I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, ooh, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then it vanish. Yeah, I can't stand it. At all the way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Table set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. SOS. SOS.
Good morning all. Yes sir, hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Let me make sure all systems are go. Yeah, we look good, we look good. Happy today is Tuesday to everyone. Good morning, good morning. Been a while since you played the song. Yeah, it's on a playlist. It just comes up when it wants to come up, so sometimes I don't really choose. So news for today is going to be Tuesday. Let's have a look what we got going on. 2 p.m. not a problem. 11:40 problem. Keep an eye on that. That is before London Open, huh? That is before London Open. We have a speech here. Probably going to talk a little bit about what's going on between Europe and China. Jolts, we have jolts, but that's tentative because of government shutdowns. So probably won't go through if I were to believe. I don't think it will go through, but you know, we never know. Just keep an eye on that. Otherwise, mainly looking at Euro news. So affecting DAX today. Now, let's have a look at what gold is doing. We've been moving downside here. Previous daily closed doji bearish, but basically coming from a previous daily bearish close. So it's just following that momentum. 4-hour time frame here, also closing bearish here. We have a 4-hour support down here. Let me mark that. So basically, we have a bearish bias today. And 1-hour time frame moving down quite nicely as well. We have a 1-hour support that was here that we closed below now. Now we move down into this next 1-hour support down here. And we tap this target here. And we noticed that quite a bit in London that we're tapping targets before London here. So it's very interesting to see that. Now, since target is tapped, it makes it a little bit more difficult. I did actually trade early this morning because I've been noticing this. I took this setup here, closing below to continue down bearish. Because I've just, you know, this was just too juicy. Retest to 4-hour support, liquidity grab. Then we came down, closed. Then this tried to fake out, didn't fake out, closed below, and then was pretty simple, straightforward. Notice London been doing that a little bit. Come to London, hit target. So with clear bearish bias, I actually wanted to try hold it. Because this 4-hour put me off. But the daily, I thought, okay, maybe we can fill this whole daily down here. So plan for today, since we've already tapped. If we come back up here, retest something, we can try to retest this low again, and maybe London is the one that's going to push through. So we tried pre-London, didn't push through, so maybe London is the one that's going to push through here. We're going to see about that. So let it form. I'm not taking buys yet because it's just bearish bias. I don't want to go against bias today, especially with the 4-hour closing this bearish, right? Doesn't make sense for me. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense yet. So we'll see what ends up happening with price here. How far does it pull back? What type of resistance do we create? Maybe I can get the exact same setup again. Would be nice. Would be nice. Good morning, Harry. Thank you a lot for selecting my name. I did not select your name. It was automatic giveaway that we had. So yeah, congrats on those who won the giveaway. Ikas and Old Monk, but I did not select your name. It's just how it works, the system. So looking at DAX here, because we could trade before London Open here. We've had some heavy downside movement. That's why I want to see if we can capitalize on more. I've been watching DAX before this, right? I've been watching DAX to see if my spreads are fixed. They look good so far. Famous last words. But this 4-hour support, I want to move down to here like that. Actually, that's a daily. Will it match with 4-hour? No, it doesn't match. So we have to make that a daily. Yes. And then 4-hour, we have a big clean range here. We just closed below this 4-hour support here. This line we can say buy to. US 30 had a very heavy move downside yesterday. I'm adjusting my schedule. I really wish I was on the charts for yesterday's US 30 dump. Was amazing. But at least we caught something this morning. Makes me feel less formal. So, since we're dumping this hard, we could have a simple continuation below this 1-hour. Let's see what party we're talking about here. Yeah, it's okay. 15 minutes a little bit deeper, I would assume. Yeah, about the same. So really, we can retest that daily support there. But can we get in before? We'll see. So, pretty simple. Below here, the 15-minute, which I've taken from God knows where. Don't know where that's come from. Let's go up there. Let's double check. We make sure okay, we're taking it from an hour. So we want to be below that hour. So 1-hour support. So either below there, or if we get a chance, I would take it from up here down. So it just depends. Do we pull back? If we pull back, create resistance, I'll trade down towards the support. We haven't hit any major targets. No daily resistance tapped, no 4-hour support tapped, except for, of course, this one here, but we're continuing below it. So if this heavy bearish momentum is going to continue, then yeah, then I can just see continuation, and I won't mind seeing a pullback and then continuation down would be not bad. So that's the plan here on DAX. Let's have a quick look at GJ here as well while we're... Wow, GJ dumped. Yeah, so let's have a look at where GJ has ended up here, all the way down to daily support here. See where the 4 hours sitting at. So we're at daily support. Again, London session tapping target. Little bit more difficult. So bearish bias. Actually, it's mixed. If you count that daily as bullish, it is technically kind of mixed. So it means we could potentially buy up from the bottom here, and this pullback doesn't become that bad. Interesting. But look at this clean candle here. Wow, what a spot. I need a change of structure. I need to see a change of structure, right? I need to see a change of structure. So that's what I would see, and then I look for buys. Otherwise, if it just pulls back straight, I think that's going to be a sell setup to maybe come past daily support. So let's see. Let's see. We don't know just yet. We will see what ends up happening. So pullback is happening here on gold. And yeah, we'll see what ends up happening with all of that. And let's go. Hello, can someone tell me what time is London open? It's 3 a.m. EST or 2 a.m. EST? Your daylight saving has changed. So it will be now, I think, 2 a.m. What was it before? What was it before? Whatever it was before, it will be the same as before. Good morning, Harry. Thank you a lot. Oh, yeah, I read that. How will you spend that hour which has been saved during daylight saving? It's no hour that's been saved, man. Come on. Be serious, man. What type of question is that? Clocks change. There's no magic fucking hour that is added in the world when daylight savings come. It's just the clocks change. There's no hour that I get extra now, all of a sudden, that I can relax. Bro. This is a serious question he's asking. He just said thanks for the giveaway. 25 hours. Yeah. You know? So, no, it actually ruins my schedule because now New York Open used to be 4 p.m. Now it changed to 5 p.m. Now NYSE is 6:30 p.m. and I normally eat at 7 p.m. So I can't, I need to manage, okay, I need to shift my meals to now 8 p.m. Right? I need to shift my meals to 8 p.m. I also eat 6 times a day as well. So that means my last meal will be at 11 p.m. So I need to eat at 11 p.m. And then I need to adjust my whole gym schedule, what time I do everything. I work very, my schedule is very set because I come to a day. I'm flexible with things that change. Okay, but my schedule is very set. Otherwise, I can't manage things. If I have to be thinking about what and when, then I can't focus on my trading. I like to just know a time I'm gonna show up to the charts and do my work. Because if I have to worry about, I have this meeting, I need to organize that meeting, I need to speak to that person, I need to speak to, then I'm gonna not be able to concentrate on what I'm doing. When everything is sorted, when I know what time, when I don't have to think about what I'm eating, what time I have to go to the gym, what I'm doing at the gym, I just do, then in that case, I have a much better experience and it makes things. So I'm just adjusting it. It always happens. Also, last year I wasn't trading NYSE this heavy. This is something new. This year I started trading NYSE heavy, right? That's something new. Anyways, appreciate everyone showing up to stream. Leave a like on the stream. You know the drill. If we can get the likes up to 100, would appreciate it. 200 of you in here. I know it's a lot to ask, but I would appreciate it. Any broker suggestion? I'm on in Australia. Oanda shit. Yeah, it's not the best. I think IC Markets has their own branch in Australia. Actually, Australia has quite a few brokers that are registered out of Australia. So you have quite a few options. When do you sleep if you take dinner at 7 p.m.? Well, yeah, now I'm sleeping at 12 a.m. 12 a.m., 11, if I 11:30, depends. Because I also do a little bit of final work just before I sleep. It's only if I have to, though. I avoid it as much as possible. Then I get up now at 7. So, 7 hours is good, 7.5 hours. For me, I prioritize sleep. So I will adjust the whole schedule to get good sleep. It's very important. It's a very underrated thing by humans. Right? A lot of humans underrate sleep. So I will adjust my whole schedule to get better sleep pattern. That's why I'm adjusting everything. DAX cannot relax? Why? What is it doing? Oh, I'm on GJ. I was wondering what's happening, man. Going crazy, bro. I thought that was... It looked the exact same chart, man. Look at it's the exact same chart. Look at it on 15 minute. You see? So I thought, oh, okay, it's going to be easy. I'm waiting for a close below. Yeah, we are dumping here. Let's see what happens if this candle has a top wick on broker. I'm interested to see if it does. It does, yeah. So maybe a close below here, we can just rip it straight. About 52 seconds for that to happen. I like to see a little bit of a good top wick because of lack of 1 minute structure. I'd have to break even 41 points. Wow. I'd have to break even at the 15 or something like that. So I want to see a good top wick though. That's going to be important for me. At the moment I have no top wick. Yeah, that's it done for me. 1 hour no top wick. I have one on broker, but this one doesn't have a top wick. So that's it done for me. Oh my god, my spreads are back to going crazy. GG. Just can't win, huh? You just can't win. Setup comes. Look at now. Look at the spreads. No top wick. Just can't win. So that was my setup I wanted, but unfortunately no top wick here. And this one has a top wick, which is the 1 hour candle open. So that was fine. My spreads are also going nuts, so I'm glad I didn't get in. But if you had a top wick on broker, you can take it. I just have to follow what's in front of me. I would have preferred a bigger top wick anyway, so I feel like we should have got one, but that was the plan. Stops above here, but sometimes when it doesn't follow your rules, doesn't follow your rules. Are you also a bit sad when it comes to weekends? Why would I be sad when it comes to weekends? Markets closed? No, because I'm not an addict, right? That's an addictive personality. You want to be careful about that if you're like, oh, I need to trade on weekend. If you're a beginner, I understand it though. I was like that as a beginner. But if you've been trading for as long as me and you still have that, you're probably losing money. I mean, you could trade on the weekends, right? You just trade Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff like that. I mean, you can technically trade on weekends. I hate this back and forth with IC Market. Now I have to go back to them and tell them that what they said isn't true. They lied. They said daylight saving times will fix it. But they lied. Unpopular opinion, weekend is for backtesting and analytics. I think, yeah, that's a good use of your time. Yeah, so shame about this DAX no top wick. We would have been in a nice position here. Pretty profitable, easy to hold. I think, did it hit 1-to-1 or not yet? No, still has a long way to go. Wow. Here's 1-to-1. So actually has a lot of work to do here to get just a 1-to-1. We love your streams. Can you do a backtesting session with your software? Of course I can. We should set that up. If you just want to watch one now, I do have one. I'm going to link it to you in the chat just so you can watch one. Let's have a look. Backtesting. There we go. So if you're interested just to watch one now, you can watch one now. And then we can do a newer one, you know. GJ might give us that, but I need to check on broker if we have top wick on GJ. No, that is a threat here. That is definitely a threat. That's annoying actually, because that's the hour open, but it's a gap down. So does that gap down count? But even here we don't have a top wick. Is there any excuse I can make to take this? Let's see. Does this have a... Nothing has a top wick, man. Oh, it's a risk, man. If we lose the trade, that's why I'm losing. If I lose the trade, that's why I'm losing. So I have to make that decision. It's a beautiful LTA, though. Let's see in 5 minutes. It's a great range. I wonder if there's enough confirmation for me to ignore the no top wick, rely on the close. And I know if I lose, that's going to be it. But it's one factor when we have many others, you know. So that's something we can consider sometimes is, you know. Continuation on GJ during London. Yeah, we didn't see second continuation, but this could work here because it's a massive zone here. And if it fails quick, it normally does something and then comes back, so we can get out. Thing is, we're just in this like breakout phase now. Daily is just saying, you know, not today. So in your story on Instagram, you being at the track, how well does the GT3 perform? Yeah, it's an amazing car on track, right? It once you get it set up properly, proper alignment, you know, get some good tires on the car, then it's a very capable platform, you know, very capable platform. But I tell you what's crazy is the difference between the GT3 and the RS. Like the new RS is insane. It has active aero in the front and you can literally come into a corner. I know the guys who don't know much about cars won't care about this, but you can literally come into the corner, tap the brake a little and the front arrow will activate and suck the car into the floor. So you can literally, it's like insane how late you can brake, how much you can lean on the car. Back in the days when you traded GJ, you traded NY2? I did, yes, I did. You can set up the road cars? Yeah, they're all road cars. They're all road cars. The GT3 is a very capable platform though. You know, it's a very capable platform. I mean, one of the best. How long did we divorce GJ for, like? No, I think more, I think. I mean, we've been kind of like, I went out with her once, GJ, and then I divorced. Any gold trade you take yesterday? No, not yesterday, today. Actually on futures. I don't bother going out with her. Well, I might be looking to go out with her here. We'll see. Depends if the stop is worth it. 21. Can you explain the difference between filling the range of a wick and seeing a wick rejection when in a trade? Yeah, that's a whole different topic. That's a whole different topic. I have a video in the exclusive group explaining that. And that video alone, I think, is around 17 minutes to make sure you get it right. Because it's a simple concept, but you need to make sure you see examples and do it right. Don't you think trading is better for addicts than the casino? At least in trading, you can minimize your risk. No, it's worse for addicts, because if you're an addict, then yeah, if you're an addict, then what happens? You can blow your whole account. So that's even worse. I think probably prop firms are better. Morning, Mark. Hope you're well, brother. Do you know why futures chart is different from FX? Yeah, different data providers, right? So yesterday we had the giveaway. Congrats to the guys who won the giveaway to the exclusive. I will also do Pip Labs giveaways. So for Pip Labs, we'll put it here, Pip Lab. There we go. Pip Labs giveaway at 200 likes. Very simple. We'll probably do 3 Pip Labs giveaway, but we'll do them in 3 days so people get a chance, right? So we'll do once per day, something like that. So this is trying to close below here. I just don't like this no top wick, man. It just, I know it's... We also have key level 500, but is it closing? Yeah, it closed below 500 on here. Tap daily support, did we? Which daily? Yeah, we're below it now. We're below it. That's why this is our close below. So we rejected it twice and now we're getting below. I would like to see one more 5-minute candle closing bearish, because we keep rejecting around this box zone here. I want to see something closing below that. Why do I need that extra confirmation? No top wick. If I enter here, especially on a wick fill, and then this flips and goes up, my stop loss is exactly where the top wick is going to be. So, you know, it's just a risk. It's a risk. GJ continuation, no top wick, kind of sketchy. It is. So I feel like if we get another 5-minute candle closing below that zone, it's kind of showing us that it's tried multiple times. And really, we can manage the trade above daily support. You know, we can manage on daily support. Did you check the email inbox? Which email inbox? How's gold doing? Candles are getting weaker now, so that's nice. It's kind of indicating we might be forming a resistance. If we do form that resistance, I can look for sells. So we can see 5-minute candles slowly getting weaker. Maybe in this 30-minute candle close, which is in about 13 minutes, we will close bearish. 15 will close bearish. We possibly have a sells. We've retested something here, so it's nice to retest something, right? I'll basically be able to get the same sell I got from this morning, right? This same sell that I got, I'll get it again. How's DAX doing? All right, so it did the move. Very interesting here. That's a shame, man. Look, oh, that's incredible, huh? No top wick, no top wick, no top wick. Insane, man. Insane. Wow. Wouldn't even come back to break even. It's a shame, man. I tell you that. It's a shame. And these spreads are just making matters worse. You know, but your rules are rules, right? Here we couldn't, since we had no 1 minute structure, barely anything, we had to at least follow the rule of that. Has your spread issue been fixed? Unfortunately not. They're still being sussed about it. I mean, so we have a top wick on this. Look at the spread, man. What is the spread, man? 4 points that just widened to. It's even worse today, it looks like. No top wick equals no internal liquidity. It basically is a threat for you to end up in a move that downside move is a liquidity grab first. So we could have the downside move become a liquidity grab, and then this flips here, and then you're stuck in drawdown, and it's really hard to get out. It's really hard to get out because it could create resistance and continue down, but you don't know. So you just don't want to put yourself like in that position where maybe you get stuck in something like this, right? So this might have opened without top wick. I'll have to check on Pip Labs to see, because I can't replay here on Tradingview and see if it made a top wick or not. But this candle here broke the low, and then it just started going up the whole time. But if you waited for a top wick first, we could have avoided all of this, because it would have gone up first and then flipped down. Gives you just higher probability. If you test it, you'll see the difference it makes a massive difference. So gold looking like it wants to push a little bit deeper. Might want to retest 4-hour support again, then gives us sells, you know. But again, we're bearish bias. I'm more leaning towards the sells. Might have this close here. 5-minute candle closes here in about 19 seconds. I like if it can close below. See what it looks like on 1 minute. Yeah, as long as it can close where it is, it's not a bad close. Then I can probably try to do something. It's not a bad close, that. Making top wick now. Now my consideration is break of low, run a tighter stop, 13 pip stop loss. Yeah, I think I can get away with a 13 pip stop loss, because I feel like we have 500 level to protect. Actually, I think a little bit bigger would be better. Somewhere above here, just in case it wants to retest. Because if it gets above here, back above daily support, it's a game over. So yeah, that's gonna be my plan. Let's see if GJ treats me nice after how long, man. Date with the X. Let's go. Run stops above here. Let's see. And if this just rejects like this, then we're going to be protected, right? We're going to be protected. If it 5-minute closes bullish like this in 3 minutes, I'll have to delete the order. Won't make sense. Won't make sense. Then it will most likely go and make its top wick, maybe. Harry, since I switched to the 1 hour, I kind of got less setups. It's kind of getting to me. I'm eager to place a trade. Yeah, because you're on the 1 hour. So you need to be trading more often during the day. Because if you're trading the 1 hour during a session, it's hard. Because for something to set up during the 1 hour in the session, you're giving yourself a very small window. Remember, taking a 1 hour trade means that you're happy to take a trade, you know, throughout any time during the day. When there's a setup, you take it. So you have to be available the whole day, basically. Not the whole day, but you get what I mean. Just took this. What do you think? Not sure. I'll have a look. Mixed session bias, setup number 2 here. Yeah, I don't like this one here. I like the second candle closing. So I prefer you take the second candle here. Idea is fine with mixed bias. But the problem is here, you buy straight into this resistance here. So if it's going to do this, it'll retest this and then continue down and then you lose. So this second candle shows you it's closing back inside the range. It's going to give you more confirmation. Same stop loss you run. Yeah, a little bit less risk to reward, but for that little bit less, it's insane amount of confirmation, plus you have enough range. So you need to make sure to keep an eye on that because sometimes it can mess you up. Right, we're trying to flip here. Good top wick we made. We need to break the lows here. If this candle closes doji like this, it's a thunderstorm. I'm still happy with that candle close. If it closes back in the range, I need to reconsider. Harry, can you see the email after stream? I'll send a follow-up email as well. Yeah, I need to check my spam. Maybe it comes in spam. How much personal capital should I have before moving out my country to trade full-time? 2 years of savings. Once you have 2 years of daily expensive savings, you can move out of a country to a completely new country and trade full-time. If you're staying in your same country and you're a profitable trader, you've at least proven yourself, you've been profitable for a year, earning enough money to live, then you should have at least a year of savings to be safe. Because if that year goes drastically wrong and you've left your job and you don't have anything, you have a year of savings. So, you know, can't take spread jump to 3.4. Yeah, that's too much. Mine was only at 0.5. 0.5 my spreads. 0.5 to 1 pip now, actually. Now it's at 1 pip. But that's still okay, 1 pip. So this candle here closed bullish here. It closed bullish. But we haven't broke the lows. We haven't broke the lows. I still have my sell stop. Actually, where is it? There. I still have it placed for now. But we have not broke the lows. So my question is, do I wait for this next 15 candle to close below, which will also be the 30-minute candle? And my answer is going to be yes. I think I'm going to wait for the next candle to close below to give me extra confirmation. And at that time, I don't have to worry about that, right? So I'll remove that sell stop for now. I'm waiting for a 15 close below previous resistance. Why are you entering just with a 5 close? We have the 15-minute candle closing bearish below the range. These wicks tapped the, the previous 15, these wicks went below it. If you mark this previous 15, like this, you can see these wicks tap through it. I'm entering once we break below it. So it's been tested already. It's not new. What is it? This and this line or these two lines? Oh no, that's your SL. No, you can't trade like that, man. Why do you even have a sell stop placed? How are you supposed to trade like that? Are you mad? This is a insane spread difference. This is a 4 pip spread. Forget about it, man. Forget about it. My spread is also 2 pips. 2 pips is manageable. 2 pips is manageable. 2 pips is like my max. Anything above 2 pips, like even 2.5, too much. Wow, gold tested 4-hour resistance, 4-hour support, sorry. No pullbacks yet. This could be very interesting because we've had no pullbacks. So if this wants to create resistance here, I could get the exact same trade again, right? The same trade from this morning can just happen again, right? The same trade here, right? Same trade here can happen again. It was a great position. Actually a 4-figure trade, which is nice on my funded. So 1K for the day, which is nice. But we can get the same trade again. How come you awake that time? It's 8:30, man. It's not that early. I was wake up at 6:45. I was looking at gold and I said, man. When you take before stream, yeah, I explained it in the beginning of stream. Were you here? I said every time we reach London, we reach higher time frame targets at London. London always taps 4-hour support. We always reaching target at London. So when I saw this, there was so much confirmation. We can discuss it after stream, but I've been watching this. It's been happening again and again and again. And this was just too juicy, too much confirmations. I'll show you guys after stream the whole breakdown of how I took it and why. Future spreads seem consistent. It's not bad. So 2 years of saving and 1 year of consistent trading to try full time is safe. That's very safe. 2 years of saving, very safe. 1 year of saving is even fine. 2 years is like fully safe, huh? Like even if you fuck up, you're gonna be fine. You can get back on your feet. That's very safe. I got cooked on that trade. Well, I hope that means good, because normally cooked means you get messed up. So you shouldn't have got messed up. That trade paid nice. Definitely didn't get messed up. GJ cooking for longs as well. Problem with GJ is bias, man. I mean, yeah, technically we could buy GJ back up. Yeah, there is a world. There is a world. You're not wrong, actually. You're not wrong, actually. Sorry, I keep getting confused with DAX. So in 10 minutes, we have some DAX news coming out here. So we'll see what happens. Gold, if gold can create a resistance, I can take the same trade again. What's the best time to trade Asian session? I only know my time zone. It's like maybe 4 a.m. to 6:30, 7:30 sometimes. So 3 hours. So 4 a.m. my time. Right now my time it's 11:30. What do you think about yesterday's gold setup 2 upstream? I loved it, man. I actually was kicking myself that I didn't take it. Wow. Interesting. We do have a top wick on broker. So if this 5 closes below, possibly a chance. Is it okay to use trading phone only? No, because it's hard to analyze. You can, but you have to do the... It just depends on you, man. It depends on you, because you need to analyze. So you can trade on the phone, but make sure you're not skipping analysis. It's just as important. You know, if you have your MetaTrader open and then your analysis, like you need to make sure to do analysis before or something like this. But yeah, it's okay. But if you are skipping analysis and rushing into a trade, like, you know, you're quickly looking at Tradingview, then rushing into a trade, not calculating, you know. Trading on a phone is difficult. I tried and got cooked. Yeah, that's the point. You don't want to get cooked. If you get cooked, that's where I'm saying it's a problem, you know. Yeah, so very hard to enter this. Close back in the range here. I don't know how I would have entered. 1 hour, nothing closing below. 30-minute, nothing close below. 15-minute, nothing close below. Thanks, bro. You're awesome. I love you, man. I learned a lot from you and passed a 50k top step today in a gold trade. Nice. Which one did you take? Which one did you take? Same one as this? You took this same trade or what? That'd be pretty cool. Passed it on that trade. Sell? Well, yeah, maybe, you know, make sure you can repeat your entries, right? Passing account is good, but making profit on it is where the money is made, right? And you need to have a system to make profit on it consistently. A system that you can trust over time, something that will keep you safe even when maybe the market conditions do not support your system. It happens, it happens. Sometimes market conditions don't support your system, but as long as your system keeps you safe, means you don't suddenly start blowing shit tons of money, right? Also, I forgot to update you guys. I had to update you. Remember last month on stream, we made around 650 bucks on the stream account. So I took out 500 bucks from the stream account. I thought it was the right thing, you know, just to realize some profits. It's a healthy habit, something that you should do with your profits, right? So I took out. I did it at the end of the month. I think I told the guys in the exclusive. I think I told some of the guys in the exclusive. Did I tell you guys or did I just keep that? Because I'm confused. I did, right? Okay, I'm not going crazy. Yeah, so I didn't tell YouTube, but just to tell you guys what we're doing with that account. So we took 500 withdrawal. Here was the withdrawal slip. So just a small withdrawal, 500 withdrawal, took it on the 31st with that small account, just for some fun, right? So I made 500 bucks richer. Thank you very much. But it just shows you, I'm only risking 150, right? I'm only risking 150. Also, I know a lot of gurus don't show this, but it's just 500 bucks. But I just, you know, just because we're doing this together, I want to show you how good withdrawals are, and I want to show you why I do bank transfer. So if you saw my withdrawal slip as bank transfer, this is my bank account. This credited to me 1,833. So 1,833 credited, and I want to show you why I do bank transfer, because this is important for you guys to learn. You can get screwed on fees. Don't do PayPal, don't do crypto. $500 times 3.67, which is the exchange rate, is 1,835. I lost 2 dirhams, which is nothing. 2 dirhams in fees. That is nothing. That is like $0.2, less even, man. I don't even know. It's like, yeah, like less, $0.5 actually. Right? $0.5. That's only how much I lost in fees. So when you're doing it, make sure to do bank transfers. I know a lot of gurus do not talk about deposits and transfers because I don't know why, but I want to show you guys it's important to do that. Otherwise you lose fees. When I first started, I was doing PayPal. When I did PayPal, I was losing up to $100. I was losing up to $100. Okay, so don't be fooled by people telling you instant withdrawal, reach your bank account quick. Yeah, that's great, but I don't mind waiting 2-3 days and losing less than $1, right? And that's the same for when I take 11K payouts as well. Okay? Would that be for prop firms as well? No, there's prop firms have their own payouts, you know, but I would do the transfer. Before the transfer, they advise you about the fee. That's what happens, what they make you think happens, but then in like conversion and stuff like that, sometimes you get fees that are lost. So they'll only tell you, right, they'll only tell you that these are the fees that we will charge, or we don't charge any fees, but then you lose all that other stuff, right? So this is important to understand this, guys. It's important to understand how to withdraw money, because that's what ultimately the goal is. And if you do it in different methods, you will lose a lot of money in doing so. When I was new to crypto, I paid so much fees for buying coins. Also depends how you pay for it. Exactly, same with deposits. Bro, ever consider FTMO challenge? Yes, next year we're gonna open one. So yeah, this is a shame the way that this has played out here. 15-minute candle just dumped straight through. 15-minute candle closed back above daily support. 5-minute candles closed back above. 1-hour candle above. So that's the thing. Gold S2, yes, let's see how it closes here in about 4 minutes. Only thing that worries me is this range here. If we're going to continue bullish, we're going to respect this range. So we need to keep a close eye on that. Because they want to charge us 5,000 fees, will be peanuts for them. Who wants to charge you 5,000 fees? 5,000 for what? My spread got better now? Yeah, after the setup, right? It's like after it leaves you in the dust, it's like, yeah, we'll be nice to him now. We've done enough. I swear, man, they're watching. I swear. Guys, remember we have Pip Labs giveaway at 200 likes. So I'll be giving away Pip Labs. If you don't know what Pip Labs is, it's a backtesting software to practice passing prop firm challenges. So if you've constantly failed prop firm challenges, you're struggling with passing a prop firm challenge, and you want to practice to prove you can pass one, this is a software that allows you to do that. It also allows you to backtest regular backtesting, and is extremely useful and powerful tool. Gives you a dashboard with all the statistics. We're also adding a journaling feature, so you can use this software to journal as well. If you're making a journal, then this is something extremely powerful to do as well. So this is Pip Labs. There's a demo version as well, but I'm doing a giveaway for that. So if you want to be part of that giveaway, then we'll get to 200 likes. DAX came to BE. You tried to buy DAX from here on bearish bias. Interesting. But then you went aggressive. Be careful that there was news right then when you took the trade. Remember, we had this news here. ECB speaks. We need to see when he stops speaking. Anyone know when he stops speaking? Can I use indicators on Pip Labs? Community indicators. If there's a popular one, please recommend it to us so we can create it. All TradingView indicators are available, but community is owned by something else. So let's say I create an indicator. I'm not allowed. Well, let's say you created an indicator. I can't steal your indicator and put it on my platform. It's not allowed. We have to ask permission. Nice bearish momentum. Oh, we're mixed. But just be careful of the speeches, right? Just want to be careful of the speeches. What's this? So this candle here, 15-minute, looking like it's closing weak. I need a stronger 15-minute close to take a sell. If not, we can wait for the 30-minute, right? 30-minute, we have a lot of room to sell. This is a big range we're dealing with here. 200 pip range, guys. 200 pip range. Very decent. We should consider bank transfers so you don't lose money on fees. Yes, that's why I wanted to show you guys just some fun. We've been tracking this this stream account. 600 bucks we made on the stream account last month. Withdraw 500, leave 100 just to have a buffer, right? Because we're risking 150 or something. So that's a nice trick I like to do. Please look at these little tricks. These are important. We made 630 bucks, something like that. I withdraw 500. I leave 100 because that's equivalent of one trade. If I lose the first trade of the month, I still have, I'm not going to be down to where the account started, right? I'm not going to be down, or I'll be maybe slightly negative 20, 30 bucks, not going to do much. And I've taken money out, right? And I've taken money out. So it's important, and bank transfers are also important. I want to show you guys how you can avoid getting heavy fees. In India, bank transfer is risky. Why? We're at weekly open on gold. What have you noticed at weekly open? Is it 5K account? No, it's more. I just chose to risk 150 because I think it's a very achievable number for a lot of people. 150. 150 is achievable, but you could risk 150 on a $1,000 account. You could risk 150 on a $5,000 account. It's, you know, whatever. Account size doesn't matter as long as you have enough margin, right? Risk is what matters. So let's see how this top wick forms here. We have a thunderstorm here as well. Thunderstorm, good top wick forming. Might be an option here to just sell like this because of this top wick forming. We close below previous. We can use this area as a watch zone. So this might be okay here. We retested 4 hour. If it doesn't want to continue down, then obviously we will be alerted about that. Yeah, it's a great top wick. So I would trust this top wick to say, hey, that's maybe enough here. Stop loss here would be 50 pips. Above here would be smaller stop loss. So for now, I will calculate a 50 pip stop. If I can get a smaller stop loss because we create this good top wick, I can do that. And maybe run stop loss above here for 40 pips. But it's a, like, you know, it's a 15 pip difference, not that much. But we'll see how it ends up doing it. Will it be good to enter on 5 closing below after 15-minute break of lows? Yeah, but at the end of this closed thunderstorm. If this closed 5-minute bullish, it's a different story. But it closed like a thunderstorm and it kind of helps. And right now, it would be good if we didn't really make a big top wick. But now that we're making a decent top wick, I feel like this could be something that would be of interest here. So give it a shot if it breaks the lows here. How would you treat 90 at this scenario here? So we haven't reacted all day at 90, right? So key levels are mostly the most important at all-time high, and they're not something that's going to be, you can't really, what's the word? Put so much weight when you're not seeing it. It works like, imagine there's a resistance level, but we've crossed through it 50 times. Are you going to care about that resistance level? Right? If you've seen a resistance level that's been crossed 50 times, you're probably not going to care too much about that resistance level. Same thing with key level. If I've seen a key level, yeah. If I see a key level that's been crossed through, no problems. We're not reacting at it. Look, 90 here, nothing, nothing, nothing. All here, nothing, nothing. I'm not going to worry about it as much. Can you show me how to enter risk properly? I don't know your account size. It all depends on account size. All depends on you know, how much leverage you have as well. So you need to use a risk calculator. Search online. I don't know if you're trading futures, is a little bit different. If you're trading futures, use a contract calculator. If not, search in Google risk calculator, right? So you are risking 150 because you think people prefer to see that? What do you mean by see that? I just think $150 risk is achievable for a lot of people. So I want to risk something not crazy, because it's easy to look super profitable when you're risking like, you know, 3-4K. If you're risking 3-4K and close at 1,000, everyone's like, wow, he made $1,000, but you risk 3-4K, but it still looks good. But 150 is something that people are achievable, and I wanted to make a stream account, something separate from my account to show on stream, and we can track results together. Also stop some naysayers saying that I don't enter my own positions, which would be silly to me. Why would I be here? So now we have all confirmations. Also, there's sometimes where it hits break even on Tradingview or triggers on Tradingview, but on broker I'm not triggered. So I like to show. I was doing that before. Yeah, 5-minute closed above here. So again, break of low today is keeping us extremely safe, guys. Extremely safe break of low is keeping us. It's boring. I will have to delete my order because a 5-minute now is break of structure. So yeah, not the best scenario, but we can wait. We can wait till we see another 30-minute candle here come through. Just make sure I've deleted, yeah. Till a 30-minute comes through, and maybe this flips. We have a double 15-minute, 30-minute will be bearish. So 2 trades today we tried to enter. Both of the trades did not trigger us. Many people are going to feel frustrated about that. Realize how much of a benefit that becomes. Why is that a benefit? Because it means that we are being protected. If I got triggered on both those positions, could have ended bad. How's GJ doing after all this mess? Yeah, not the best, right? You can see struggling to continue down because it had its initial push. Maybe we can take a 5-minute setup too, would be another way we could maybe look to get in. DAX, what are we saying about DAX here? The open coming through. I'm thinking of increasing my risk, but considering waiting until next year, not 100% there's a best time. I feel like the best time is next year, finish your year, you know? Because imagine you've worked so hard throughout the year, and then at the end of the year, you end up losing your profits. You're going to come into next year with lack of confidence. You're going to come into next year trying to make that back. It's going to make a lot of things worse. And you don't want that in a fresh year because the trading cycle changes itself. It does not matter what people think is achievable. Trading $150 is a complete waste of time. It's worthless. Obsidian, you seem very opinionated. I traded $150 last month on that account and made $600. To some people, how many people here, put your hand up if an extra $600 you could make per month would be impactful in your life? Put a number 1 in the chat if an extra $600 per month would be somewhat helpful to you. Right? $600 pays more than my halfly pay. right? So you can see there's a lot of people who find it somewhat beneficial. Now, there's different levels of people in life, right? I made double that basically this morning in one gold trade, right? $1,000 I made in a gold trade just today, not over the month. So I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from to say it's not a lot for you maybe. Okay? Someone has to work 75 hours in a bar for that. So I just want to show there's different sides to trading, right? Everyone tries to hit these big targets. I don't know about you, right? But a lot of people think that that's not significant money. They chase to do what I'm doing, $1,000 a day or something, and then they end up not even withdrawing from the market. And this is the honest truth, right? This is the honest truth. So people end up not even withdrawing, and 150 bucks seems like nothing, but it would be nicer than losing. Right? So I just want to, that's how I started as well, because I came from a background where I did well in crypto. So for me, 600 a month is not going to change my life, nor is it going to be anything. But I couldn't even make money because I was not profitable yet. So I was trying to make a 5K month, 10K month, whatever. But I couldn't even make $100 a month. So I first focused on that. That's why I want to show that you have to start from something. You've been trading for 5 years. If 600 makes you happy, then okay, you do you. It does not matter what people think is good. They can make their own risk. Should be up constantly. You should level up Bro, I think Obsidian is trying to rage bait. Are you okay, brother? This is a stream account. This is an account I opened for stream. Huh? This is completely different. 150 risk for me is, I hate to say it, but extremely. That's rage baiting for real? Maybe, yeah. I don't get how he writes that when I literally show me risking $1,000 in a trade and making $1,000 today in one trade. 600 doesn't make a difference. But I wanted to make a stream. See, I told you guys, I told you this a long time ago. You'll never be able to make some people happy. If you show you're making hundreds of thousands, people say it's fake. If you show you're making 600 for just to show people that you're taking positions on stream, people say it's not enough. If you're showing on your personal account you're making $1,000 in a day, they don't want to even acknowledge that. How do you win? You know? That's why I always focus on me, and that's why you've already won? I guess so. That's why for the longest of time, I just showed my trades. You know, because for me, the profit's what matters for me. I'm not a guy here making 20, 30, 40K, 50K dollars every month from trading. A lot of people are gonna, and that's mostly fake, man. I tell you, a lot of people are not, you know. If I can pull 11, 12, 14K, very happy with that, honestly. From trading, it's great for the risk I'm risking, you know. Lots of people just want to be angry at someone. He comes here every day, but I feel like he's just passive aggressive for some reason, for no reason. Harry is risking 2% position. That's 8.6% for the month. Yes. This looks like a demo account. Which looks like a demo account? Just finished off work. Just in time for London Open. Let's see how DAX performs on the open here. Maybe we get something with the open here. See some further levels. You know, we have a lot of clean range here, man. Look at 4 hour. We have all the way down to this 4 hour support. We might go and tap this today as possible. Are you trading NY today? NYSE probably I'll be. Yeah, I should be able to trade NY. More than likely. Schedule should be alright. This worries me. This one big block here. This is scary. So we need to be careful of that block. Can you show your chart color settings? Yeah, take a screenshot. Custom colors, take a screenshot. You can rewind the stream if you missed it. Nah, not rage bait. You just you seem to care too much about your appearance. If they think your big results would be fake, then it's their problem. It would be cool to see you level up. Need to increase risk. Man, I think information is coming in one ear and leaving your other ear. I really think that's what's happening. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore. I'm sorry, man. If you don't understand that I have multiple accounts, like the one I keep showing you, right? And understand that I just opened this to show people executions because people wanted to see executions, how I move to break even, how I do this, and I started a little challenge because I wanted to be realistic with my audience because I feel like that would help. I also don't like flaunting profits online. I've never done that. I'm not a guy who's showing thousands of dollars every single day to you guys because I just think that you can find that all online. Right? You can find that all online. So many people show you thousands of profits. You don't have to visit me. But at least with me, you can come to my channel and you could say, this guy is showing his trades. He's showing you the skill. I don't think you're making thousands a day. Sure, man, you can have your opinion. Same with you. Yeah, I know. Yeah. These comments are usually bad every day. I know. That's why, look, the minute I show my top step here, I mean, I'm not even going to show it anymore. They can rewind stream and see. Then they say that's that. I don't know. Anyways. So, Top Step can be faked. Again, I started Top Step to start the funded journey. I documented it here. I also showed all my trades I did to pass to prove that it's not faked. How would I be funded? Like, how would I still have a funded account if it was faked? I even showed the trades one by one. You know, look, this is the difference. I went through all the trades that I took. So you know I'm not taking random trades. I went through them one by one. All the trades I went through. Showing you each trade, where I entered, where I exit, one by one. On the actual, you know, so I don't know. So let's see if this 5-minute candle closes below. I hacked Top Step. Yeah, that's what's going to be next. So we're tapping into this box here. This is the area I don't want to be tapping into. This is a risky zone now. Look at this big support zone. We'll actually mark it with a line because, yeah, this is known as this is kind of like a strong demand zone here as well. So I want to be careful. We could get some heavy rejections from it. We could push through it as well, but it's going to be hard for me. Typical London if it's just going to push through. Just not getting any confirmation. Straight candle pushes here for me. Nothing closing below. It's going to break my plan if I do so. And the one thing I should do is follow my plan. So if we can get here, this candle now closing bearish below here, it will be the same setup here, which will be sick to have. If you show 100k payout at once, it's enough for validation of haters. I've never been paid out $100,000 at once. That's insane. Over time, yeah, it's not as hard as people think. But at once, that means I had a 100k month. I haven't had 100k in 1 month just yet. I need to level up. It's too little, man. But I have done a 100k month in crypto. I have done a 50k month with stock position, so that's pretty cool. %75% is rigged. Bro, Kevin, you're the same guy who was hating on other people in chat. How is it rigged? Please tell me. And yeah, that one's not updated. I have a journal for that reason. I think now it's like 73 or 72. You can check the journal. It's just, I need something to automatically update. So if you can build me a system. How much is one contract equal to one lot in spot? Damn, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. But let's take gold, for example. It would be similar. One contract is very similar to one lot on gold. Meaning one pip is $10. 1 point is $10 as well on gold. You think gold can continue up? This would be your counter trend option. Yes, this would be your counter trend option. I personally don't like counter trend, but yeah, it would be above here if it has to continue up. But it seems like I really want to be a seller from here. I think on gold we're gonna get a massive fake up, please. Then I can get a clean trade here. 4,000 level would not, it would be a little bit further away. But if we go above here, it's, then it's much closer, which we're tapping right now. Not sure for a counter trend. Why do you trade in lower time frames? What do you consider low time frames, my friend? I trade on 15-minute mostly. Indices I go a little bit more aggressive. How's daily looking on your broker? For which pair, my friend? Why is it different on gold, the daily? Oh yeah, it's bullish on the daily. Interesting. Wow, some sort of gap here. So yeah, I guess mixed bias. We could take the buys if it gives us the setup. If it doesn't just fly through. Let's see. Let's see, let's see. Yeah, I have daily. Yeah, it's like strong daily as well. So I guess mixed bias. We have a lot of levels here. Harry, I got my first month on the exclusive. I got 0.9, 2 stupid positions at the beginning. If I hadn't made some positions calculating lot size, I would be up 2% for sure. Looking for my first profitable month. Yeah, man, that's extremely common to have that. And it will set you back a lot. Like, if I miscalculated risk, it would drastically change my month outcome. I'm glad you identified that. And look, it's not the worst result. Obviously, we want better. But as long as you fix that and try to minimize it, you know, it happening once or twice, you know, teaches you a lesson. And then let's push forward and see what ends up happening for the rest of the month. Same, Tradingview full bearish, brokers mixed. Yeah, sometimes it's like that, you know, because of gaps. Can be annoying, I know. Is tap water drinkable in Dubai? It's actually a good question, and some people do it, but no. From what I've seen, pH level, if you test it, depends on where you live, but no. I don't think tap water is drinkable here, nor do I recommend anyone drink tap water here. It's not drinkable. All of our water, 90% is desalinated, meaning it comes from the sea and then it's desalinated. Those desalination tanks are not very clean. You need this. Let's have a look what you do. This is Trade Manager, I think so. Yeah, that will help you calculate risk, of course. If you can't do it manually, then this is a good one to have a Trade Manager, right? Gotta drink Fiji water. It's not that expensive here. It's a free one. Nice. If anyone wants it, you can just put it in the general chat in the group and they can use it. Just name it. As long as it's not a scam. Which I don't think so. DJ came back, retested here. Did it give 5S2? No, not even a 5S2. Wow. That's tricky, actually. This is tricky to see how it keeps rejecting here. How is DAX doing? DAX is a bit annoying today, huh? Will we get ourselves, man? 16 minutes for the 30 to close. I was in that London Open sell. How did you get in? I didn't see an option. Interested to see how you got in. What did you sell on? Just break of low here? Impulsive? Oh, that was before London Open. Remember, London Open's changed time, bro. That was pre-London. Oh, this was London Open? Yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah, you're right. This one, yeah. Yeah, I only didn't like it because we're at daily support. This previous daily support. But yeah, we crossed through it with wicks. But you went break of lowest low? Or you went break of the low up here? Lowest low? And then stop above where? Current candle? Expected not to flip? Yeah, more of the... Yeah, good thing it pushed. Full 3%. Gold maybe? Maybe, man. This could be sweet if this thing can close below here. Last 35 seconds. Only problem is our stops, right? We have a very tough stop decision. Let's see if it closes below. I'm watching here on broker. Stops. Yeah, we don't have anywhere for stops. I didn't close below on my broker as well. That's a tough one here because we're right at support. And I don't have a 30-minute candle closing bearish yet. I don't have a 1-hour candle closing bearish. So how can I base this trade? We're at 5-minute support here. Little bit more on the tough side. So I think I need to wait here. No top wick as well and no top wick on broker. Stop. Yeah, nothing on 1 minute. We have this, you know, I'm just speaking it out aloud, you know, to say what we don't have, you know. So we don't have a few correct. That would be the option, is to base it on FOMO. The only other way, which is one way to enter, it is aggressive as hell, is to enter break of previous 30-minute low. But we have to be super confident in the move, and I don't know if I have that confidence with this candle closing at support, no top wick, no 5-minute structure. So I rather wait for maybe at least a 5-minute candle close below minimum, and then a 30 close would be the best. So let's see. I'm just gonna go to the toilet. I'll be back. Is going off FOMO a valid strategy if you do it every time consistently? I wonder. You should try on demo, but I promise you on demo it will work. And then the minute you go to live, it fails. Guaranteed. Always some bullshit like that. Anyways, 12 minutes for this candle to close. I have a meeting after stream here, so I need to hit that meeting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some lunch while we wait for this candle to close. And if it closes bearish, we have a trade. So I'll be probably 5 minutes. I'm going to bring it to the desk here. So just give me 5 minutes. All right, we're back. That's how you make chicken and rice in 3 minutes. Come on, that's pretty impressive, right? Full chicken and rice. Don't know if you can see it. I don't want everything to spill. Does it show? Does it show? Does it show? Yeah, it shows. Chicken and rice in 3 minutes. A bit out of breath. Was a bit of a mission. Whew. What was the recipe? Bro, plain chicken, plain rice. You cooked yourself? Yeah, before stream. Every day I prepare before stream. I make my food for the day, so I don't have to waste time. Because cooking food takes a lot of time. So you prepare before and then look, 3 minutes, I'm ready to eat. No! We can still take buys above here though, huh? Mixed buys. Damn. Not gonna even read that. Steam your chicken? No, air fryer. Chicken breast. Put some garlic herb seasoning. Air fry any good? I think so. I love Hainey's chicken rice. Yeah, it's really good actually. Yeah. if this chills, we could use bottom wick, but it's not chilling. Where's the beverage? Cheers. First time I saw you eat live? Yeah, normally I eat later, but I have a meeting at 1:15, so, and I was looking for this trade, so I wouldn't have time. Now I get that out the way. Time to digest my food as well. Otherwise, I mean, imagine you go into a meeting, you just ate. It's not the best. Counter bias good, range is the problem. We're at this previous resistance now. This just closed above the 4,000 level. Do you still backtest regularly? You're at a place where you feel you practice certain things. So I end up backtesting once a week probably, and I do it in the videos I make. So it's like a natural practice. This bottom wick is pretty juicy, guys. So I do it as a natural practice, you know? What I like is we have 5-minute structure here. We have a lot of things above, but we would run current candle stop, break the high, expect a straight push. Just rely on the close above 4,000. We have this 1 hour here. That's like my break-even point. We have these previous levels, just a couple of pips above entry. Could literally trigger us, but we've crossed through them quite a few times. But if this volume is going to continue, we should break the high and at least continue to my yellow line. At that yellow line is where we can have problems. But if I'm using current candle stops, can help. Yeah, we have this one here. We have a lot. So it's an aggressive trade, but it should flip, break the high. If it fails, I'm going to close for like -2 pips, -3 pips. It's not that bad. You know, it's not that bad. Why do you consider daily flip line how important? It's a reaction point. It just works as a reaction point because it's where the orders of the day started, right? Because that's where the day opened. So that's the first orders of the day. So it reacts off those, you just see. Oh, my broker it tapped? Yeah, but did it close above? Here it closed above. We'll double check broker now. If it closed above. No, it's just below. Ah, but this bottom wick. Only way I can enter now is a setup 3. Setup 3. Futures is okay, yeah, that's why. But I think only way I can enter now is setup 3. Setup 3. Or a thunderstorm. If this closes a little bit weaker, yeah, I might have to try this thunderstorm. Close at previous 4, I know, but this is just the volume we're having now. It's a trade where I expect it to break the high and push, and if it doesn't, I'm losing 3 pips. It's literally that type of trade. Like, there's just no margin here. It's like a very thin margin I'm playing with. So I don't mind risking, like, if it breaks the highs here and then comes back to here, I'll lose 4 pips, but that will be nothing, you know? No bottom wick yet. I'm gonna check broker now. Broker has, I think, the smallest nipple, cold nipple we call it. Cold nipple. Hopefully it can make a bigger one, which would be nice. And then I can look for this thunderstorm. And literally, I can run like a super aggressive stop loss. I could just run stop loss back in the range. Here. Rely on all these levels to protect. Question is, can I rely now? No 1 minute structure. Can I rely on that? And the answer is actually no, if I'm going to take an aggressive position. I know it seems a lot of confirmations, but it's just rules, man. If I start breaking rules, I lose. So if this can close bearish, then next one. As long as this closes bearish, it's ready. So let's see. $10 seconds. If it closes like this, not bad. Close bearish. It's closing bullish. I feel like it's gonna pop though, right? You can see this volume just coming in, right? Every down wick is being bought back up. Five-minute candle closes, 2 minutes 30. Okay, let's see. Don't sell gold today. No, I'm not selling gold. 3x forming. Yeah, I'm looking for break of this high. I like this 1 minute now coming back like this. This should close bearish. I'd be surprised to see this one close bullish as well. Yeah, this is good pullback. So if it breaks this high now, I'm ready to take this thunderstorm. And I put stop loss wherever this bottom wick forms. That's how aggressive. So wherever this bottom wick forms, I put stop loss. Even if this 5 minute closes bullish, I'll take the same trade. I put stop below the 5. That is my plan. That is my plan. If 5 minute closes bearish back in the range, it's a different trade. It's a different trade. Then that's 3 trades today that we wouldn't have got triggered on. Which all kept us safe. Which is nice, but it's just a little bit boring, of course. It's a little bit boring. So yeah, I have an entry here breaking the high. Wherever this wick ends up being is where my stop loss would be. We want to see 1 minute start to reject now. Create that higher low. And then give us the breakout. Could get a quick blast. That's what I'm relying on. Like if it doesn't quick blast, I'm out. If it doesn't quick blast, I'm out because now it looks like we're going to start ranging. So it has to happen soon. 5 minute looks like it's going to close in the range. But you know, last second we've been seeing something. 2 weeks, no trade, still waiting. Bro, I took a trade literally the last day of the month. How has it been 2 weeks, brother? The last day of the month, I took a trade live on stream. How has it been that long? Here's your trade. The last day of the month. We just started the new month yesterday, bro. That's the only day I have not traded was yesterday. Today, I've tried to take 3 positions. 3 positions. And they're not triggering me like this. So again, I have to delete this stupid order. That's good discipline, Rahul. That's good discipline. Very good discipline. I'm waiting 4 minutes to see if we get a setup 3. Otherwise, I think the 1 minute is going to go into a range. Oh, sorry. Do you take pullback trades? Yeah, I would love to. If I had the opportunity here, would love. But there's no option for pullbacks at the moment just yet. Unless we come somewhere deep here. Honestly, if we come deep here, I'm kind of looking for sells again. Then I want to take sells. If this candle closes back in the range, setup 3 is going to be very risky. The candle body and wick matters? Yes, it does matter. Oh, you're talking about yourself? Okay, I take it back. I take it back. Just been... I think if I'm looking at the charts based on my experience, this is looking a bit dead. And when I've seen this, it hasn't worked out too well. So unless this wakes up now, okay, now it's starting. Okay, there we go. Literally, as I said, it wakes up now. That's good sign. So unless this continues to wake up, next candle makes small bottom wick and we're off to the races, she's sleeping. Five-minute needs to close bullish like this, then break the high, run about 38 pips stop loss. No bottom wick yet. Come on, don't be dirty. Anyone have bottom wick on broker? I don't have on mine. Here we have. No bottom wick. Nope, nope, nope. Has to make one for us to have the liquidity to push up right now. If you want to take it without bottom wick, that's on you. The setup is there. This has a bottom wick here, so it's the same setup. I can't take it per my rules unless I see a bottom wick formed here. So I have to wait here just a little bit. It could come through, but if it doesn't, then I'll just, you know, call it a day. Simple. Especially when I'm taking an aggressive entry like this. Stop loss I'm putting here below this 5. Because I expect this trade to be a volume trade. I'm looking for it to break the high, start to break out this 1 minute range, and leave it. If it breaks the high, comes back in the range, I don't like it. It's just showing me dead volume. I expect it to break the high and get a great push. What we want now is we want to see this candle break the low here and give us a bottom wick. That will be the liquidity. Boom. We get the move up. On a wonder, it's pi bar with a big bottom wick. Yeah, it depends on what you trust, you know. That's why I asked people. Most people have no bottom wick here. So I'd really prefer to see. I mean, 30-minute we have a nice bottom wick, so we could just rely on the 30-minute, right? But then I need to use safer stops to be okay. Because in case it wants to come back and make a bottom wick, it's only here, the bottom wick, right? Oh, it might do one now. Oh, there we go. Now it made one. I got one on my broker. Did you guys get one? Yeah, I got one now. So now I'm going to give it a shot here if it breaks the high. Breaks the high, I'll give it a shot. Look, guys, you need to be fast. I'm expecting a quick push. If you want to try hold this, you can. It's a personal choice, but really, at this time, if we don't break out with conviction, with strong volume, I feel like it usually fails. I feel like it usually fails if we don't break out with good, strong conviction and volume. Especially if we tap my yellow line first and then reject. Not too happy with that. Now 100% we have a bottom wick. And this is a good rule. I want everyone in the exclusive group to write to me Why? What here with this setup 3 is a common beginner mistake that would now end them up in drawdown, hoping that the trade continues? What's a common beginner mistake? Nice, nice. No, Alexi, yes, correct. You're correct. You're not wrong, but not the answer I'm looking for. But you are correct. Yep. High is high, right? Super important. That's why that rule is there, because now you're like, you know, stop losses. You almost hit stop loss, right? Halfway to stop loss if you didn't apply that rule. Right, so you didn't apply that rule, halfway to stop loss now. Crying. Not fun scenario. Hoping for it to break. Wow, look at that reaction. Flip bullish here. This has to be the liquidity. Otherwise, we get, you know, we're creating, this is called a pendulum pattern. I'm not a pattern trader, but this means it's cooking for something. Whenever we see this type of thing happen in the market, it means we're cooking for something. We are cooking for something, and we're pretty close to the resolution. This is very close to a resolution. So the resolution will be we either break towards the upside or break towards the downside at the moment. And we will find out the resolution pretty soon. Hopefully not cooking to SL. No, the nice thing is we're not triggered yet. So we don't, once it will resolve when we get triggered. And that resolution will be towards the upside. So let's see what it ends up cooking here. And if this is going to be the 4th trade today that I do not get triggered, then I just leave. Because it's just keeping me safe. This is long, man. Just give me a position. And I mean, if it breaks this low here, I'm gonna cancel the order because that's telling me we're in a range, and then I'm gonna wait for something closing above this 15. Maybe something closing above here, 401. Then we have good confirmation. But as long as it respects that level, I'm still okay. So that's the way I'm gonna run it. When it takes so long to break the high, it will reverse. No, there was a situation we had yesterday. I'm gonna show you yesterday. London, same situation. 1 minute heavy consolidation like this. Let's have a look. And then we broke heavily. Yeah, this was the situation. So we had this, didn't break highs, didn't break highs, didn't break highs, then boom, broke highs, immediately 50 pip move. 50 pip move once we broke the highs. All right, it's breaking through that support. I'm calling it a day. Thank you very much, guys. It's too low. It's not doing what I wanted to do, and that's how I know how to call it. So I'm going to wait for a 15-minute candle closing above. If that happens in the next 20 minutes, maybe I take it. If not, I call it a day, and that's it. So keep us safe. 4 trades I wanted to take today. All 4 trades did not trigger me, which kept me safe. So it's actually a positive. It's not a negative. And that's all she wrote. So appreciate you all for showing up. Let me go mess up all my cameras now. Thank you very much. And yeah, much love. Take care. And hopefully catch you guys tomorrow. And cheers. Peace. Cheers, guys. Cheers.